All right, thanks for tuning in to this daily horoscope. My name is Athen, and this is for the weekend of October 18th and 19th, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so the moon is in Leo over the weekend, and we've got the sun and Venus slowly switching into Libra right now at the moment. And this is really gearing us up for the eclipse that's taking place next week in Libra. So there's this shift now, and it's a shift from the 6th house into the 7th house, from Virgo into Libra. And this is a very important shift because if you look at the astrological chart, you can see that that's the bottom hemisphere into the 7th hemisphere. And over the past 6 months, we've been really, working on ourselves, you might say, or at least our perspective has been on ourselves, been very introverted in that sense. And of course, this is just general for everybody. But you'll notice the shift now from subtle, but you'll notice that I'm sure over the weekend from the personal to the more other-oriented side of things, from the 6th to the 7th. And that's really the lessons of, the 6th house. The 6th house teaches us that without refinement, without self-improvement, without a strong sense of autonomy and a sense of who we are and what we're capable of, we don't really have anything to give. We don't have anything to provide in relationships because, relationships are about giving, and they're about giving ourselves to the other person. And if we don't have those lessons of the 6th house and we don't have that refinement, then there's nothing to give. So this is the shift now of the final aspects of Virgo over this weekend and shifting into now being more of service, having those connections and wanting to form stronger relationships with others. But it's light, it's Libra, so it's just sharing information. It's just being there. And Libra is a very, it's an air sign, so it's light. And with the moon in Leo over the weekend, there's a strong emphasis of fun and enjoyment. So we are still in this third quarter phase, but things are starting to shift now into the balsamic phase of clearing and letting go of the last lunar cycle of Virgo. So while we're having fun, I think, over this weekend, because it will be a great time to do that, it's about shifting into the more Libra energies. And so generally, wanting more balance into our lives, more harmony. And anything that we do, if we can implement the energies of Libra into it, then it makes those things just that much better. So if it's work, if it's relationships, if it's home, if whatever, if we bring in harmony and peace into it, we'll notice that whatever that is, it's actually improving it because it's utilizing the energies of, the flow of this cycle. So, that's especially in terms of relationships, seeing the other person's perspective and being open to other people's ideas. And, Libra is the ability to see both sides. It's less emphasis on the ego, less emphasis on the self. Because, often, we're motivated by us. We're motivated by our ideas and our drives and our motivations and what we want. But this is the time to really listen in and see what others are providing, because they do have, and if we open up to that, which is really a great time here with the moon in Leo, is to open the heart to others to receive, then we can actually see the tremendous amount of abundance in our relationships. And when we just let the ego take that back seat and we listen and we're open to that, then everything, we'll notice everything is in flow. The relationships are in flow, but overall we're feeling better. And whatever we do from that point is, that much better too. So that is, really the shift from Virgo into Libra, and that's really introducing these Libra energies into this. And Venus in Libra is actually us wanting this, and so there's this side of us that really wants the peace and harmony in all the things that we do, especially in relationship-oriented stuff. So have fun, guys, over the weekend. The moon is in Leo. This is creative time. It's self-expression. It's buoyant, it's light, it's forming nice aspects to the lunar cycles right now at the moment. And on Sunday, we start to enter into the balsamic phase, which is a much more subtle energy, and that's when the energies start to die down even more. And that's a reflective period of really examining things. And with Mercury retrograde, we are examining things, aren't we? We're kind of examining ourselves, how we can improve, how we can be better with Mercury in Virgo. But in either case, using the time around Sunday and onward to really gear up for the next lunar cycle, which is just being. It's the energy of Pisces, which is just being in a state of now presence and feeling into the energies. And that way we have a much more receptive understanding of the energies that are coming. And these are shifting energies because it is an eclipse in Libra. All right, guys, so let's draw the card and see where Spirit would like that emphasis. Okay, well, there it is. Pisces. You know, you can see in this card, too, she's smelling the roses, and she's a mermaid. And, you know, mermaids are spiritual. They have, you know, the bottom half is water. It's the fish, which has to do with spirituality. And then from that, the rest of the body, the human form comes. And it's really, mermaids are really a good image of how humans are spiritual beings. We come from spirit. We come from the spiritual realm. And I think that's what's really popping out to me in this card. And again, I think it's just an emphasis to take things subtly and to really be receptive from Sunday onward while having that good time, while letting our light shine with Leo there, and all of this, you know, other oriented stuff. It is the last part of this lunar cycle, and it is a lunar cycle involving Pisces, where the eclipse was, the last eclipse was. So it's almost like it's the Pisces of the Pisces and releasing the Pisces. So realizing that there's an importance to the reflection, and the importance comes from when we're really receptive and really listening. And then when that happens, then we'll notice things just open up, and then everything happens naturally. And there's nothing to do. It just flows. It's just natural when it's coming from that state of presence. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care.